here. Everybody's favorite Scottish designers. We'll call it international. All over the world are at it again. Colin and Justin returning for the third season of Colin and Justin's Cabin Pressure, which follows you guys as you take a cottage into a very luxurious property. So very exciting stuff, and it premieres this weekend. The guys joining me this morning with a look at what fans can expect. So good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back. Do you know what? We love Calgary. We get around this country as much as we possibly can, and there are certain stop-off points that we really enjoy. Vancouver, obviously, we love.
Obviously.
Calgary. So it's good to be back, and we're excited to tell you all about our show.
Good. What do you love about Calgary? I'd like to know.
Do you know there's just such a good bar scene, isn't there?
Come on.
Do you know you have a tick list on life, and there's things there's certain things you want to do. One of the things I've always wanted to do, I actually did in Calgary.
What's this?
And I can't remember what the bar was called, but I was a little bit drunk, and I managed to walk down the bar while people were
on top
drinking.
of the bar?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I danced down the bar in a bar in Calgary.
Things get crazy when Colin and Justin come to town. You guys tackled a very Canadian project, so I'd like to know about your experience with the moose. What happened with the moose?
Oh, we had an incredible situation. When we moved to Canada, we wanted to see all the things that typify this country, like the bear and the moose, and we saw lots of bears, lots of deer and stuff. But just quite recently, we were on Black River in Ontario, and we stopped our car to just do a little bit of kind of sat-nav, GPS.
Yeah.
And we turned around, and a moose walked out of the forest really slowly and languidly and came across to the car and looked in the window at me and then looked in the window at Colin and then licked the window and then pushed the car and then just walked away really calmly.
You know, they can be intimidating.
I
But
know, exactly.
it was incredible. They're enormous. I mean, I don't know if you've seen one in the flesh, but they're the size of a cart horse with the antlers. They're like 18 zillion feet high.
Well, you know, you're
Biggies.
Canadian when a moose licks your
You
car.
do.
Yeah,
indeed.
Exactly. The thing is, that's nothing compared to trying to renovate in the middle of nowhere.
No
You know, I
kidding.
mean, come on, we're Brits, you know, we're European, we're big city boys, and yet here we are again in the middle of nowhere, tackling another rundown cabin.
Okay, so this premieres on Sunday, of course. It's called Cabin Pressure. I imagine there are pressures, not only getting materials to this remote location, but what were some of the challenges you guys encountered and had to overcome?
Well, everything that we encountered was a problem. We bought what we thought was quite a pretty cabin, but as soon as we started taking it apart, it was just full of crap. It was completely and utterly falling apart, degrading, ruined. There was fungus, mold, rot at every turn. But we turned, as my granny would say, chicken shit into chicken salad.
Whoa!
And, oh, look, did I say that? Oops, that popped out.
Chicken poo,
Chicken chicken pie.
Yeah.
And we turned this really rundown cabin into such a beautiful, beautiful place. This time round, it's a rental.
Yes.
And we've created this property to appeal to the Canadian rental market. We've tried to build what we hope will be the perfect Canadian retreat.
Oh, it's so gorgeous. And it truly is. I mean, that cabin culture, sadly, we don't really have this. We have to travel for it. But have you really embraced that cabin culture in Ontario?
You know, actually, I think everyone across Canada is embracing it because it is such a great look that people are starting to bring it into the city. And we're finding that people who even live in condos are watching our show and they're like, okay, we want a bit of that. You know, so I think for this season, you know, we're really concentrating on how you can get the look with accessories, things that you can do that actually don't break the bank as well. You know, we're Scottish.
Yes.
We're a bit frugal, a bit
Did we mention?
canny, you know, so we spend money where we're supposed to, but then we'll dial it back, you know, and there are ways of getting the look. And I think the viewers are going to be really surprised. You know, like we pimp up a standard IKEA kitchen with barn board and stone so that it looks totally showroom, really amazing. You know, we make our own hearth out of leftover concrete from the foundations.
Oh, wow.
You know, so we're always looking at ways to bring in the look without kind of spending so much.
Okay, so all of these tips you can catch, of course, when your show premieres this weekend. Congratulations.
Oh, cheers.
Again,
Thank
I mean, I
you.
can't believe you guys keep on going with this. And you have to do a renovation, and you have to make a TV show out of it. So it's a lot
Well,
to
we
take
love
on.
that. Do you know, I mean, there's no point doing what we're doing unless we're prepared to tell people about it. And that's why, having made Cabin Pressure, we want to tour around and make sure that you guys know about it so that audiences can enjoy it, because we believe that everybody has an entitlement to access to good design. And if we can provide that, we're doing our job.
And I'm not sure if you heard, but Ted Henley put his hand up. Do you guys get this all the time? People volunteering their houses for you guys to come and make them over?
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, all the time. Exactly. There's no such thing as a free lunch, is there? Come round, come
We're
for
going to
lunch.
come and work
They're
you,
like,
Ted.
"Oh, come
Okay,
and
we'll get you
decorate."
going.
Exactly. People want more. And there's another show, quickly we'll mention, in April.
Yeah, well, we're doing a show called Game of Homes for the W Network. We're judging. And,
Oh,
and actually, we've been judging another show in Australia as well called Renault Rumble.
Amazing.
So I don't know, we're critiquing the Commonwealth at the moment.
Oh, good for you.
So
Okay.
yeah, so just don't critique us when you watch Cabin Pressure this Sunday on Cottage Life.
Absolutely not. I can't wait to see it. It looks stunning, and of course, people can always pick up great tips from you guys. Safe travel.
Thank you very much, my
And the
love.
door is always open.